Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft Stadium showcase, and this one has been a very long time coming. Mostly due to the fact that I was taking my time with it, and there were times where I was really struggling with the design. But as you can see, it's the Aviva Stadium. It was built between 2007 and 2010 and has a capacity of 51,700. So let's head right on in, and here's what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with it. I like I said, I really struggled mostly with the roof. The roof was definitely the hardest bit. Trying to get it to curve down to this back piece was an absolute nightmare, but I did the best I could, and I'm pretty happy with how it ended up. Uh, it probably could have been better, but I think it definitely could have been worse. So I think what I'm happy with. So yeah, I tried to include as much of the detail as possible, and yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with it. We've got the three screens. These two corner screens are the exact same. They're just glowstone and coal, because obviously the lettering would look awkward on this kind of angled look. But up on this one, we actually have the lettering and all. So we've got the clock, the score, and the team names. So Ireland's next match is against Luxembourg in the World Cup qualifiers. And also we've got these massive steel beams that run almost the whole way around, and they hold up the roof. Now, on the real one, they are much bigger. Much bigger. I would say they come down, they're here. I would say they come down this, about this far, so you would see the bottom of them from right here. But I was worried about cutting off the sight lines, and so I made them smaller than what they actually are on the real one. But looking at it from here, it probably wouldn't have been much of a problem, actually. I probably would have cut off some of the other, like, the visibility of some of the other stand, but obviously if you're actually here watching a match, you're not going to be worried about whether you can see the stand or not. And also, over here, like along the corners, had I brought it down, it probably would have cut off some of the far end of the pitch there. And it definitely would have on this end. Because if I had brought it down, you definitely would have lost sight of the goal for definite. But I did what I could with them, and I'm pretty happy with them. You know, like you get the general idea of what I was going for with them. The roof was an absolute nightmare to make. Absolute nightmare. It's because it's such a unique shape, but I did what I could. I got it as close as I could to the real thing, and I'm pretty happy with it. Uh, Probably could have made the roof a little bit bigger. Like I probably could have brought it inwards more, but what I have, I'm happy with. We've also got the lettering on the seats. Uh, I'd probably say the lettering along the back here is a little more accurate in terms of the size and spacing than on this one. But I was always gonna probably get it more accurate on this end because I was more limited with the space. Whereas with this, I kind of had the whole thing to work with. Still, I did what I could. You know, I tried to get it as accurate as possible while keeping it as simple as possible. I've got the pitch lined out to be a soccer pitch. It can also be, don't have to be a rugby pitch, or even an American football pitch. Like that. That's probably one of the coolest things is the stadium actually hosts American football too, which I didn't realize until I actually went up to the stadium one day and took the official tour where, and they said that it actually hosts American football. So that was pretty cool to find out. Also, on the real stadium on this tier, they actually have tunnels. But when I started putting them in, the tunnels kind of really took up a lot of the seating, which I wouldn't have mind too much. But then I also encountered another problem where you would literally, if you went down the tunnel and down the steps, this is where you probably would have finished. You'd have been looking, you'd have been looking into the glass above this door. So like like if you tried to come out this door, you'd probably get stopped right here because there'd be a block in the way. So I left them out on mine, but on the real thing they're there. But we do still have the tunnels, of course, up here because there is absolutely nothing in the way up here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Like I said, could have been worse, could have been better, but I did what I could. Tried to get it as close as possible without stressing myself out with how accurate it looked. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one.